Welcome back, guys. More Final Fantasy 1500. The year is 3780. We're still making Final Fantasies. It's time for us to go do some main quest. Bum, 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 bum. Look at all those Dan Ducks in chat. Oh, good morning, Smokey. Bosley with that resub says already 6 years, 8 more until Fallout 5. Shh. We will not be over 40 when the next Fallout comes out. We will not.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha.
Well,
Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
place is a ruin. Probably full of enemies. Bandits. Goblins. People named Bill. Possibly even angry chickens. Aiden Smart, thank you so much for gifting.
How do?
Gifting a sub to Billy39. Billy, I'm sure, very appreciates that. Duration of Stone Skin Tonic. I'll take
Thanks
that.
very much.
No, because I don't have it. And
Much obliged.
I'll buy the gold dump.
There you go. Thanks very much.
And thank you so much, Agent Smart, for you're just like incredibly generous and give so
Take
much.
care out there, eh?
So much of our merch, so many gift subs in chat. You're just incredibly generous. Thank you so much. Oikin, that cake guy, Arcane Panda. Thank you so much for those resubs, guys. The cake guy says Dan Ugly. Oikin says Dan Blush. Arcane Panda with that resub. Arcane Panda, would you like to pick an emote for us to type for you in honor of your subscription? Is the hack and slash trying to get old yet? Well, no, the comment's really fun. It's just, it took about 20 hours for it to start getting more deep. But it's pretty good. I like it. It's best in boss battles. Against, like, small enemies, it's kind of like these spiders. It's going to be very dramatic, but not much is going to happen. Yeah, but... But to be fair, you know, most of the games are kind of like that. Like, it's very dramatic. So much drama. Oh, I should probably try out our new Earth Tree, see what that does for us. So, let's try Titan abilities. Punch forward, wind up. Oh, Titan hits really hard. Ooh, I like it. Let's check out Titan's abilities. So it seems like Fire and Titan both hit really hard, which is what we want. Step forward and deliver a blinding fury of high-speed punches, blocking enemy attack with the step increases the potency of the coming punches. Ooh. Slam the... I like Raging Fists. Oh, wow, that's badass. Let's try Raging Fist. Increases limit break gauge upon blocking an attack. I don't think I invest anything in that tree. Alright, let's try out our new blocky abilities. Nope. Boom. Got to equip different abilities. Oops. The wind-up one is okay. Let's see. So we want to go back over here. And we'll change that to Raging Fists. So we gotta get used to the counter system of it. Oh, there's something to practice on. Hi.
No holding back.
Oh yeah. And up. Dead. Not bad. It seems like enemies don't scale with you in this level. Poex, thank you. Hello and good morning. Thank you, Analu, for that resub. Arcade Panda, that Cake Guy, Olkin. Thank you so much, guys. But then we've redone Dan Duck, and it's now uber cute. If you like to spam cute emotes, it's little baby Dan as a duck. Boom. He's Whittle, so make sure you protect him. Protect Dan Duck, because he's a Whittle. Hello, quest giver.
Hi. I've ended the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
I will kill them.
Thank you kindly. And take care.
Killing things is what I do best. Can you imagine playing an action RPG and not killing things every couple seconds? I can't. Sugar Glide, dude, thank you for that resub. It says Dan Creepy, Dan Creepy, Dan Creepy, Dan Creepy.
This shouldn't take long.
Pulling all the pieces together is going to be something to try to remember everything. A lot of abilities to remember now. How about I gather you all? Whee! Yep. Oh, yeah. New enemies. Oh, yeah, let's go. All aboard the train of pain. That's the wrong ability. Now the train of pain. Whee!
Titan!
More? Oh, a big one.
There's a good boy. Wake up!
You're hit. Yes! Come on!
Titan!
Oh yeah, get punched. I'm confused. Can he summon more than Ifrit? Yes. He somehow, we don't know why yet, but he can absorb some power from other icons.
That should do it.
He can't turn into them, but he can channel their power.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Too long.
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Thanks, Bernard.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Let's see if there's any treasure chests over here. Full of bloody hides and other super fun things. Ah, there's one right there. What's inside? Chunks of wyrite. Woo! Hell yeah. I can see this area is doing quite well. And we're laughing, chat. We're laughing because that was so funny. No chocobo slot over here. That looks like an arena.
Not here.
What's not here? Definitely boss arena. Probably at some point there'll be some sort of summon here. But let's go back. All right, moderators, could you please set up the cookies and punch table for chat so that they don't have cookies and punch?
The little ones have been up to their tricks again.
Anything in here? No. Nothing I care about, at least. Get in my belly!
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Hi there.
All right, Clive. You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Quest complete. PT Toastman, are you a chocobo eating chocobo nuggets? That's wrong. That's quite wrong. I don't agree with your... with that. That seems very not cool. Wind up cooldown time by 3 seconds. Aerial combo damage. Metal defense plus 30. I think that's fine. Actually, that amount of defense is not that much. Wind up cooldown time by 3 seconds. Lunge damage, gouge cooldown time, breath of flames.
My good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Oh god, now all the chocobos in chat are now eating chocobo nuggets. Giving Final Fantasy 12 vibes? Yeah, I can see that.
Ah, Clive.
Hello.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
What's everyone whispering about?
This is made by Fantasy 12 devs. Really?
Jill looked white as a sheet.
So the Final Fantasy 12 devs made 14 as well. I did not know that. Hello, Rob Beatdown.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him? Like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
They had to have known, right? Someone please clip that. Just click the little clip button. It's not hard.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled,
Oh my
I wonder
god.
if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Hold on, that was whew, so funny. Bum, 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 bum. That was very funny. Oh, the phrasing on that was just too good. Okay. They had to have known when they wrote that line or translated in English how that would sound. They had to have. They must have left it on
I
purpose.
think I'll wait till Mitchell Wayne's take it.
Okay. How are we doing? We're doing great.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
Guest? What guest?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Uncle?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
No, Garuda has been slain already. She dead. Oh, meanwhile, the evil people.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
And the blessing of the crystal go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
So evil. Jeez.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
That kid looks evil. Very Joffrey.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Well, that king is one evil son of a bitch.
It's just one thing after another.
The writing is very good. That made me hate him. Anyone in chat hate him? Raise your hand if you hate that guy now. You're like, I want to kill him. So he's gonna drag on negotiations. He's gonna let them bring them all treasure and stuff. And then when they do, he's gonna kill them all. Using the icon.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
And then he'll blame his son for going crazy and kill him.
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
Gold?
2,000?
We got money, chat? We got money.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Pay attention, chat. There's going to be on the test. Take notes.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. Or would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waloed friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waloeders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Does it, though?
Mid's finished outfitting her little work.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Thank fuck for that. Yes, we took Sid's name after what happened at the Crystal.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Let us away! Yeah, the game is very, very dark and gritty. The story is very mature. Let's go kill Titan for real this time, maybe. So many crashed airships everywhere.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Riddle of the Sands. This area runs really well without grass
Our destination
and
lies over that dune, beyond the ruins.
no grass and no
Welcome,
trees
well,
makes the
Clive.
frame rate really
All
high.
too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Hello. Alright, let's go kill us some scorpions.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua returned.
Punch, 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 punch.
So eager to be there when your brother arrived. that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, falling
Sorry, chat. Boom! Pain trade. Bum, bum, bum. It's weird jump between streamers playing this game. Everyone's on different steps. Yeah, everyone plays at their own pace, and some people have been playing a lot longer. Use the automatic combo ring. The easy way to tell is when you look above the health bar on the combat screen. Those icons up there, if they're lit up, that means someone's using them. If they're not lit up, then they're not using them. Right now, they're not lit up. Take that, choke-a-hoe. Come on. Gotcha! Boom! Right in the butt! Tenderizing that meat! His thighs are gonna be super tender if anyone wants to make some fried chocobo.
Good God.
All right, let's go.
Run like the wind.
Bum, 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 bum. Just like traders right there. Hello, traders. How immersive.
Who do you think those soldiers are?
Having to walk through this extreme heat would be awful. It must be so hot. How's the game so far? It's very good. As long as you're not expecting like an old school Final Fantasy, like you're not expecting turn-based combat or super deep RPG mechanics. It's a very fun game.
Before we press on?
The game shines the most during boss battles and then cutscenes. The cutscenes and the boss battles are they're like god tier good. The stuff in between the boss battles is good, but it's not quite as good as the boss battles and the cutscenes. They're just so phenomenal.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Yes.
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Rude. Torgal should be allowed everywhere. Thank you for 100-month resub, Luna's Best Princess and Beck 7. And Link Tech. Thank you very much, guys. If someone walks up with hoods up like that in the middle of the
Good
day,
day to you.
they're in hot
Eating?
weather, I suspect they're up to no good.
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Can't believe they eat chocobos. Oh no, Joshua.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead's skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Shh, dumbass.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Idiot.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Friend. Same.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose.
Get tabled!
Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
I don't let good food go to waste, you know. See? Yeah, make sure every drop is taken care of.
It's the outlaw.
A tough battle incoming! Ah! Just kidding.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
It's you.
Enemies slain. They need to bring back turn-based for a while. Hack and slash doesn't hit the same. That's perfectly fine to have that opinion. Action games aren't for everyone. Some people just love turn-based. I like both, though. I think they're both fun. I do hope they keep making turn-based games, in addition to these action-based ones.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
He gave you a big chunk of cash, ma'am. You could buy more tables. Ooh, that's so pretty. So blue.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Uh-oh. Joshua.
Clive?
Why did it take so long to start firing? Let him meet his brother, damn it.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Watch the uncle eat it. Be like, oh, more food. Yeah, Joshua hates carrots, so he didn't eat the carrots. So he knew that was his brother. Have you been enjoying the game? It's been a lot of fun. The game is phenomenal in a lot of ways. Like these cutscenes, the storytelling are all so good.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Rawless said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang.
What is the Fang? Uh-oh. They look like trouble.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Delamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Haven't researched much about this game as there's summoning in this one. In this one, the summons are people. People become what are called dominants, and then they can turn into the creatures. But magic in this world is very costly. Every time you use magic without a crystal, your life force drains and you slowly turn into stone. Even the summons. And so the more often you turn into a summon or you use magic, you slowly kill yourself. Little by little, until you slowly turn into stone forever. And a slow, painful death. Now, people in the world can use magic through what's called crystals, and that doesn't happen to them. But what it does instead is cause a blight that drains the earth around it of all life over time. So there's big sections of the world that are just barren and lifeless because of this overuse of magic from crystals.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamel's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Delamel, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
In this world, remember, every Final Fantasy is in a different universe. But they're all like parallel universes that have similar things in there. Like, they all have chocobos and magic and stuff. But magic will work differently in each game. In this one, magic is channeled through life force. Life force of the earth, life force of trees, your life force. So the mana is life itself. And people are addicted to using magic to chill their meat, dry their clothes, water their plants. They are just overusing this magic like crazy, and it's destroying the world, but they don't seem to care. Or they turn a blind eye to it. And they just try to steal other people's good land in order to keep using magic because they love magic so much. It makes their life so much easier.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Delamel. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt
Thank
this
you, ma'am.
young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Yeah, so there's two ways of casting magic. Is either A, using it yourself to cast magic, or using crystals to cast magic. And so anyone that can channel magic themselves are enslaved and used by the other people to make them use their magic in order to do stuff for them like dry their clothes, water their plants, light their fires, chill their meats. You know, they force them against their will because they think it's less than human. So babies are tested at a young age, and then if you fail the test and you are magic prone, you're what's labeled as a bearer, and then you're forced to use magic forever for people until you die. Because again, using magic causes you to die. A slow, painful death over the course of many years. It's a very, very dark take on magic. But it makes it very interesting that it's like something that's has real consequences, and it's not just this infinite source of just casting spells all the time. You know, it's a thing that's you can do it, but there's always a heavy cost for using it.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Wait a minute. Thank you kindly.
Well,
I must do whatever this
sounds
man
like
says
we have
now.
our man.
Thank you kindly.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Wait, incense!
Jill's not with us because she just had a heavy injury in a previous battle. So she's
Excuse
recovering.
me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Most animals can't cast magic.
Do you think we can trust him?
Except for our
Only
wolf,
as
we
far
just
as
found
I
out
think
can.
He trusts us.
A hot bath to soothe the aches and pains of the road.
A hot bath to soothe the aches and pains of the road.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Uh-oh.
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to round you up. Come on, someone hit me. Yes! Woo! Uh-oh. All right. Round him up again. Stay down, please. Oh no, don't punch me. That would be so bad. Don't. Take that. I do love how, yeah, like stabbing them in the heart is only minus 15 health. Not instant death. Oh, they're all fine.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Damn it, I got caught. I was using the bathroom during that cutscene. You weren't supposed to know. It was supposed to be seamless. Sorry. But there's Dan Duck. So you're not mad anymore. You can't be mad with Dan Duck. It's too cute.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
The most fragrant herbs and
My carpet.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
How dare you?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Why are we laughing?
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
Money.
Why, trust.
Oh.
Everyone knows that.
That too.
Without it, you have
Whoa,
nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart.
I bet.
Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age?
Ooh.
But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies.
Greybeard.
A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
So much tension.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Delamil.
Speak with the townspeople. Actually, first one's right there. Hello there. I wonder if that was a Skyrim reference, calling him Greybeard. Or just the fact that he has a gray beard.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
It's good to see you in chat again, Luna's best princess. You're always a connoisseur of our emotes. Using them in every message you can. We love that. You saw a dragon, Hipshy.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Juiciest meat
to a
from
silken
Reed's.
softness.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
I love that water. It's so
What can I do
green.
for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm
what?
Not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
I'm confused though, chat. Is she like a blacksmith? She polishes their sword?
Take a sniff, good sir.
My carpet.
I don't know.
Crashing and banging about before.
I could get my sword polished. It's been a while. I've used it in a lot of battles, covered in blood. My sword's pretty bloody.
Huh?
Uncle?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Uncle, you're being pretty suspicious. Chat's gonna type Dan sus at you if you're not careful. Yeah, something going on. Uncle, if that even is your real name.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
Well, our uncle is extremely wealthy. And he's a businessman that is good at, you know, being a businessman. So
What was all that
he's got a
crashing
nose
and
for this
banging
sort of thing.
It would make us.
He kind of is like Uncle Scrooge, although he's much nicer.
Faster!
One second. All right, there we go. Dun, dun, dun. Hi, wild dogs. I love the desert because there's no trees to make the frame rate lag. Vegetation's very expensive performance-wise, especially with all of the stuff going on.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them.
We're here to kill you.
It's not over yet, Uncle.
Of course it's not.
Warmed up.
Wait a minute. Oh! Who's healing them? Someone's healing. You.
It's over.
Boom, 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 boom. Take that. Haha! Chocobos, no! They're forcing me! Sorry, Chocobo. I'm sorry. Don't dance stare at me. I'm sorry.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
Do we get our money back?
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
As long as we fade to black, sure. Sometime later.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard. Here, wear this.
Get wrecked.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisakelis.
Is that like U.S. mail?
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
They're not letting go.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Quest complete. Follow the crystals. Time for us to head on to kill Titan, that piece of shit.
To a silken softness.
Can't you turn off MB? What is MB? Oh, motion blur. No, you can't turn off motion blur.
They've opened.
They said they'll have a toggle for it in a
Lubor was true
patch
to his word.
upcoming.
We should get going.
But right now, unfortunately not.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Sid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well,
or
so
after.
long as you have a plan.
I like that guy. There's a lot of tension between him and Clive.
Come on.
Ah, we ride.
Should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Yes, we shall. This looks very salty right here. So much salt. Well, I know, so much, like, saltier than chat's tears whenever someone gets banned. Who am I kidding? Chat just laughs and laughs. Yeah, see there, chat's already laughing. Laughing it up. Dan Keck too. So many giggles. Ooh, that scene's pretty. I like that. So bright.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms.
Women too.
I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew.
He's proud of me?
Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Possibly major battle incoming. Just to warn y'all, major battle incoming.